One organization says they're trying to make sure voting is fair and balanced in the state. Secure Michigan Vote says they're gathering petition signatures to help prevent discrepancies in the election process. WBKB's Tiffany Maddox has more on that and why some groups say efforts to reform Michigan's voting laws are questionable.
Secure Michigan Vote, a registered ballot question committee, will file language with the Michigan Bureau of Elections.
See the need for reform to restore public confidence in the results of the elections after the results were questioned in both 2016 and 2020.
It's an effort to make it easier to vote and harder to cheat in Michigan elections. The organization announced the launch of their petition drive to enact stricter voter ID requirements, bar the Secretary of State and clerks from providing unsolicited absentee ballot applications. The group says identification is the key to the solution.
And one thing is voter ID and having to show your picture ID when you go to vote. Right now, the law does require you to show your picture ID when you go to vote. And if you don't have it, then you have to sign what they call an affidavit. So you sign an affidavit, swear you are who you say you are, and then that ballot is counted.
But here's where Rose says the problem lies.
The problem with that is the current law that goes right into the ballot box and there's no way to retrieve it, even if we find out you actually weren't eligible to vote.
Other groups say voting reform is not all that it seems.
If you'll remember, in 2018, we all voted for provisions that created more access to the ballot for voters here in Michigan, and they want to overturn that and take us backwards using just 340,000 signatures. Their goal here is to make sure they make it harder for people to vote, because they discovered that when you make it easy for people to vote, it doesn't make the elections less secure. It just means that more people vote.
Next, Secure Michigan Vote will need to collect the 340,000 signatures in order to move forward with the state legislature. In Alpena, Tiffany Maddox, WBKB News.
And Michigan Republicans introduced a 39-bill package of election reform into the legislature this year. The House passed 3 of the bills on August 17th.